Your income doesn't, your age doesn't matter, your race doesn't matter, your geographical location doesn't matter. There's a thing that you and I are dealing with in your money, and it's called math. And none of those things I just mentioned give you a pass on math. And where people get themselves in trouble, including when I went broke many years ago because I was stupid, we get ourselves in trouble when we don't bother and do the math before we do the transaction. We're the stupid woman from San Diego who leased her dog for $5,400. We make $90,000 a year, and somehow in our brains figure out that our children deserve a $50,000 Honda SUV. And now we have to take the kids out of private school because we can't pay the payment on the SUV and the private school because we didn't do math. We're 21 years old. We buy a $10,000 car, run up $10,000 in credit card debt, and have $10,000 in medical bills and make $30,000 a year. When you make $30,000 a year, there's nowhere in that plan that the $10,000 car makes sense. There's nowhere in that plan that running up a bunch of credit card debt gives you any room to breathe. You already can't breathe. We have 3 kids. We make $28,000 a year. Should I go back to work, the woman asks. $28,000 income with 3 kids. Our health care is provided by Medicaid, which is welfare, because we qualify. If I go back to work, we won't qualify for that. And if I go back to work, they'll have to pay for daycare. When you make $30,000 a year, there's nowhere in that plan that the $10,000 car makes sense. There's nowhere in that plan that running out a bunch of credit card debt gives you any room to breathe. You already can't breathe. With 3 kids.
All right, y'all. Dave Ramsey. Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna be honest with you guys and tell you guys, I really don't have any gas to do this video. I don't have no gas, so I'm gonna make it a half an hour. I'm gonna just stick with the points in which I talked about yesterday, and I'm only doing this video because I just want to show the haters and the idiots wordplay. I'm gonna show them why I'm smart. I'm gonna just show them why I can navigate myself around the issues. And for some reason, when you have a discussion based on perspectives and things that are going on in our society, especially men. People, I speak for men. I don't speak for players. I don't speak for individuals that are out there running multiple women. I speak from the perspective of men. I will always speak from the perspective of men. One thing that I realized something. For those that know me, I talk about an issue that I had with an individual that when I brought this house. And I was telling my lady about one of the individuals that I seen pull up to their house yesterday. And I left a lot of it out. Normally I park my car on the street. Now I park my car in the driveway. I park my car in the driveway because for some reason, my house is the only one with a bunch of leaves in front of it. So I keep saying today is the day that I'm gonna go ahead and get them leaves from in front of my house. So I put the car in the driveway so when I get up in the morning, I can just get rid of them leaves with the leaf blower in front of my house. So yesterday, I was sitting in my driveway and one of the constituents pulls up and I'm sitting in my driveway and I'm watching one of the constituents pull up. I watched the individual look at the house, pull out his phone, call, look. Nothing happened. He waited there for about 2 minutes, then he just pulled off. What am I saying? I'm saying that when the last time me and that individual talked, we spoke, I told that individual, I don't mess with women that's dealing with multiple men. I told that individual, you're under the impression that you are screwing multiple men and they're cool with that. No, I told that individual, you're screwing multiple men and they own you. Now, I didn't say, look here, you know, I ain't feeling what you're doing. I didn't speak to her from the perspective of she was my woman. I was speaking to her from the perspective on the other side. What you're doing, you're playing a game where someone is going to get killed. So I told that individual, this is what you're doing. I told that individual, blah, 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 blah. And it changed. Haven't seen nobody but one individual. And then I was telling my lady, no, because I seen the dude get up when she left. So what am I saying? I'm saying that about 20 years ago, I had a woman tell me, Chris, one thing about you is you never say nothing that doesn't need to be said. Chris, it's just that when we were in a relationship, about 15 years ago, Chris, when we were in a relationship, I just didn't want to let you know you were right. So I got things in my life where I know that I speak. I had an old guy told me when I was in my early 20s. He said, I used to go to my friend Mike's house. Mike got 11 brothers and sisters. And their family, when you go over Mike's house at an event, you're dealing with at least 100 people at every event. And I used to go there at Mike's house, and I used to be in joke battles. So me and Mike, cousin Mike, ironically, Mike had an uncle named Mike, and it was the man his sister married, so it wasn't like he was a junior. And me and this guy used to battle. And one day I went to Mike's house, and this dude said to me, he said, young man, if somebody is not listening to you, it's because they don't like you. He said, you speak. I've never heard nobody speak like you before. People, I was like 22, 23. He said he never heard nobody talk like me. I went to an ex-friend of mine's wedding last year. And his friend as a pastor said, you got more spirituality in your pinky than anybody I ever met in their entire body. What's going on, Sean? That is my resume. That's my resume. So when I'm talking and somebody don't listen or they're deflecting, I know they're listening. Because like I said, I told an individual months ago, this thing you doing, you belong to them. No, I don't. You keep thinking that. I said, but what I don't need is to get caught up in some web, and I'm that nigga across the street with them BMWs. So we can't do this. It was nice knowing you. We can go back to saying hi occasionally. I said just what needs to be said and watch that individual change. So you got to understand, when I sent my video link out, an individual said my video was taken down. I was taken back. So now I said, okay, cool. I got you. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the creamy beard. So there are individuals out there that love taking multiple creamy beards. So my question to you today is, if you dealing with an individual that take multiple creamy beards, is she a lifelong creamy beardian? A creamy beardian is an individual that love creamy beards. What an introduction. League of Dads merchandising, man. You can get some merchandising. Just hit me up. I had all that information below. I got to put all my merchandising below. So, excuse me a second. People, because I'm trying to diversify my channel, and I'm going to diversify my channel. I'm going to start doing 30 minutes of my workout in the morning, because I need to start helping individuals understand the layers of logic that I have. My logic is in layer, by the way. All right, so being that I'm only going to do this for another 19 minutes, like I said, I don't even have this in the, I don't have enough gas in the tank to even want it. I'll probably go to 11 o'clock. I don't even have enough gas in the tank to really talk about this topic, because I'm trying to get off of the antics is going to be there, but I'm just getting off of the topics with the antics in the topic. So let me just get on with it by saying this. People, yesterday,
me and my lady was actually talking about this topic, and even my lady made some comments in the past about, and this is just on par with an estrogen perspective versus a testosterone perspective. There was a song that was made back in 91 by a group, BBD, and the name of that song was Poison. And in the lyrics in the song, it says, "Never trust a big button to smile. That girl is poison." Right? Never trust a big button to smile. So, of course, women with large butts, they are going to defend that. It's understandable. But why was that song made? What's going on, Mr. Yeah, that's how I got to come at it. All right. So, when that song was made, no one has, other than Sir Mix-a-Lot and Two Live Crew talking about things, but when BBD, a R&B group, made the song, because it wasn't a rap song, it wasn't a rap from the perspective of street antics. When BBD made the song Poison, we got to hear a mature perspective about beauty and the big booty. Now, I need y'all to follow me. So when BBD said, "Never trust a big button to smile, that girl is poison," I can tell you that the perspective about never trust a big button to smile is valid. What a mature woman that have a big butt can't do is get offended by all the perspectives that they said in that song about trusting a big butt and a smile. Now I need y'all to follow me. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start with my perspective and say that if she taking creamy beards by multiple dudes, she's a lifelong creamy beardian. I'm laughing at something else. But what am I saying when I say she's a lifelong creamy beardian? Listen to this. People, if you commit a crime, so I'm going to tell you the example that me and my lady was talking about. My lady said, "I believe that if you kill somebody, you're not a murderer." I said, "Yes, you are. It's the circumstances in which you are." For example, if a guy goes into a house, what's going on, Dave? If a guy goes into a house and kills 5 people, he's a murderer. If a guy just killed 1 person, he's a murderer. The law itself would dictate who's right and wrong. Now, of course, the dude that killed 5 people went into a house and killed 5 people, kids included, that dude hands down is a murderer. But that dude that was out and about with his family and someone tried to bring harm to his family and he killed the dude, the circumstances in which they are killers will be the person that was defending his family will probably get off. So the law did not convict a murderer. So we wouldn't look at that person as being a murderer. Now I need y'all to follow me. So now when a person has a big booty and they dealing with multiple dudes, another perspective that my lady gave was you don't know the insecurities of a woman. I would have to disagree with a woman with a big booty that has insecurities when it comes to beauty. Now, there are women that are ugly and cockeyed. They're going to be out there accepting a lot of creamy beards because that's their lane. It's unfortunate. There's got to be creamy beardians. I was just making this up as I go. Yo, man, I forgot, man. I got to give shout outs to individuals that gave contributions to the movement. Jimmy McDonald gave a $25 contribution to the movement via my Cash App. I'm going to go ahead and send that dude a copy of my book. And then Sean G gave $10 contribution via my Cash App. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I got some upcoming titles that I'm going to do. You're going to see those in the next coming days. Being single requires discipline. Being single requires discipline. And I'm going to do another show on smashing watermelons. That's right, smashing watermelons. All those is going to be exclusive over here to the hated one, formerly known as Facts at 100%. Being single requires discipline and smashing watermelons. Okay. So I'm going to give y'all an example of what I mean when I say a woman with a big booty and this beauty, her being insecure. No, because insecure about oneself to me means that a person has confidence about going to go talk to a woman. All right. I have an insecurity about me dating someone, them understanding my videos, because my mom showed me. So my insecurity about, and the only insecurity, what I mean, what my insecurity is that I don't trust a woman to have logic of sound body, mind and body, of a sound mind, excuse me, a sound mind, to be able to look at my things and say, well, that's what he's been through. I understand, blah, 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 blah. No, individuals look at my videos and they get mad. Now, does that mean that I'm out there and I got women running in and out of my house because my lady lives far away and I'm just over here trying to get it how I can? No, that's where being single requires discipline coming at. No, it means I am going to stick to the ship of my morals. My morals. Days when I was broke, my morals didn't tell me go rob a bank. My morals. If an individual's out there being a creamy beard, a creamy beardian is a creamy beardian because that's their choice. That's their choice. And then when you got a big butt on top of that, you beautiful, you dress to the T, you got a beautiful job, you got a nice car, you're just a creamy beardian because that's just what you are. So when it comes to that, I believe that a creamy beardian is a lifelong creamy beardian. Now, the point that I was making earlier that I kind of went left is a person that's an ex-con. An ex-con can go on to never, ever commit a crime again and just live their life. It doesn't mean that they haven't done what they've done. A creamy beardian is a creamy beardian ex. An ex-creamy beardian. That's what they are. But I'm not going to look at somebody and say, you know, I've owned my house for a certain amount of time, and I'm watching guys pull up like I seen old boy yesterday, pulled up, called, didn't get, and kept it moving. I seen dudes pull up, call, or go knock on the porch. Yeah, I can get mine. Run back to their car, take their condoms out of their armrest, and turn their car off, run back in the house, and the blinds closed, and they having fun. I ain't making that no woman. What I was told by my woman was I didn't give her time to clean her house. But what we heard all our life, including from women themselves, is you can't turn her into a housewife. We heard that. We heard that. You can't turn her into a housewife. We heard that, right? Yep. Yeah, we did. Appreciate those thumbs up, y'all. Come on, man. Stop going with me. Don't be up going with me here. Don't be that. Don't be up with me here. Don't be that. I can't stand it when y'all be going with me ears. Can't do that. So let's just jump into it some more. I got a friend of mine dealing with multiple women. I also did a show talking about Playboys and how it costs money. And it does. It costs money to be a playboy. Appreciate those thumbs up. But I got a friend of mine that knows his position. He'll tell you in a minute. He'll tell you about all the issues that he have. He'll tell you. He is testosterone logical on full display. He'll tell you, issues I got with my mom. People, our parents is our first example. These are facts. Our parents are our first example. You either going to or you're not going to want to be like your parents. If I can go left for a second, there's a lot of individuals out there saying that my daddy was never around, when the fact is, when your mama laid on her back, she picked a dude that wasn't going to be around. I always tell individuals, and what I'm not saying is, if your mom got 3 kids by 3 different dudes, or in a lot of situations, there are individuals that their mother had a kid, the mother had them first, and then the mother got married and had additional kids. I'm not talking about that. I'm never talking about a married woman. I'm never talking about a woman that was married, ever. All right. But there's a lot of individuals, appreciate that, Sean. There's a lot of individuals that are not looking at their mother, because it's easy to look at other women and say, yo, she's a creamy beardian. But we looking at kids that got, we looking at dudes. There's guys out there with 4 brothers and sisters, all got different daddies, and for some crazy perspective of logic, which is nothing but overload of estrogen, excuse me. They're looking at my daddy was never around. Your mother wasn't a be around daddy man. Your mother was just like that chick across the street. Is doing everything. Listen, if you are doing things in the perspective of it and not claiming it, it's because you have issues with you, and that's what you want. So individuals are running around out there, and their moms are creamy beardians. Come on now, Your mom was giving out the sausage ball combo. Your mom knew when he was vibrating. She knew the cream was coming. Your mom knew the cream was coming. Your mom knew the cream was coming. She knew. Your mom knew the cream was coming. And that's just how it is. There's individuals out there that love the creamy beard. All right, let's be clear. And
the dad, because your father was doing his job. Your father was nothing more than a cream deliverer. That's all your father was. That's what. Y'all got to give me a second. That was your father's job. Your mom was not in the business of courtship. Your mom was not in the business. Your mom wanted nothing to do with a home, stability. Your mom wanted nothing to do with that. And 5 kids by 5 different men, now it's, understand that. So listen, I have met individuals where I have dated women. I'll tell you about this one woman I dated. Not gonna say her name because I respect her. She's the oldest. Her mother had 2 kids. Her mother had her and her brother while she was in her teens. And then got married in her 20s, like 26, 27, had 3 more kids, and like she shunned her and her brother that she had outside the marriage. And she was a bit of a rebel. And she said that her mother told her, "I'm not going to let you F up my marriage." Because she was the product of that woman in her 20s, probably reckless, had a behind this big, was out there passing that booty around. Some women catch on quick, and they be like, "Yo, I got 2 kids. I need 2 kids by 2 different dudes. I better stop." Still young in life, in your 20s, there are guys that haven't lived life, and they still don't understand that 2 kids by 2 different dudes. They don't understand that it's only when you get in your 40s and 50s, you're now looking at 2 kids by 2 different dudes, and you're like, "Hey, well, what the heck?" Because we was younger then. 2 kids by 2 different dudes is no big deal. Her mother cashed in young, went on to go to school to get her nursing, or no, she was a corrections officer. She married a correction officer. They retired. Both of them retired, got a beautiful home, and her brother felt like they were on the outside. That's the story you should hear. You shouldn't hear a 45-year-old woman still taking the creamy beard. You shouldn't hear that. That's a lifelong of knowing what you're doing. All right? Excuse me a second. Get some more water. Messed around and stepped on this earlier. Like a freaking idiot. All right. So that's another perspective. All right. That's another perspective. Age has a lot to do with it too. Appreciate that, DJ Bank. Age has a lot to do with it too. How are you still taking creamy beards and you 45? How? You got kids, and there are individuals that grew up early and they say to themselves, "When my kids get older, they got to get out of my house." Then you see the activity in which they engage in when their kids are out of the house. And now you know why they wanted their kids out of the house, because they had, the creamy beard, the Section 8 sauce depository was itching, and they wanted to. Y'all know what the Section 8 depository is, right? Yeah. Ban that. These are just facts. The Section 8 depository, she like, "Look, I got to get these kids out of the house," and now the Section 8 depository is getting a lot of dang on deposits. What's going on, DJ Bank? He says, "Happy holidays, man. Talk your talk, my brother." Everyone hit that thumbs up button. Appreciate that. A button bastard in the building. My man, 50 grand. Appreciate that. I'm asking, is an individual that's a creamy beardian, are they always a creamy beardian? I did a topic on this yesterday. I used the H word. Is she a H word? And YouTube took the channel, they took the video down. Luckily, they said, "Listen here, you idiot. Listen here, you deadbeat bum.
You lucky we just gonna take it down. We ain't gonna give you no strike. But this video is out of here. So I said, they said you can appeal it if you want. So I went in the email. I just sent them LOL and sent that to them. I didn't. That was my appeal. LOL. I got nothing to say because I'm smarter than that. So I can work around it. My intellect is extremely high. With a high intellect like I got, I'm good. So I'm not going to appeal it. So for all the individuals that seen them take the channel, the video down, excuse me, you won. But did you? Oh dear my. You just had me send the issue to my Nerdmatics department, and Nerdmatics immediately came back with, we going with Creamy Beards, Creamy Beardian, we going with Section 8 depositories. We good. We good. It's like that woman said in that video. She said, Olivia, your kids is effing up. And then what did Olivia said? The typical thing that delusional estrogen talk about. Oh, I'm good. No, you ain't good. The mother asks repeatedly, how you good? You living with me? You living with me? How are you good? How is your son good? My son good. It's amazing what good is to the estrogen perspective that's living that life. It's amazing. But is she if she's getting creamy beards from multiple men, is that for life? That's what I'm asking. Is that life? Are these individuals lifelong creamy beardians? I say yes. You can't get around it. You can try and you can try and manipulate the situation, but these are facts. If you do something and you stop doing it, you're just doing that X. Like, everybody used to take. I need help, y'all. Everybody used to poop on themselves at one time. We're all ex-poopers. We're all ex-poopers, man. we all used to drop loads in our pants. We all did that. Luckily, they had things out of market called diapers, and we all did it in a diaper. But we all did that. No, there's nobody out there to say, "No, when I was a little baby, I used to go gaga." We all did that. We don't do it no more. It's not bad. You don't get mad. That same thing that individuals be like, "Oh, I want a woman with a big booty." That same thing used to be saturated in poop. But you love it now, right? Where do I come up with this stuff? Where do I come up with this stuff, man? Really? We're all ex something, It's just facts. I'm an ex-broke person, It's just. Remember, I remember when I remember I was in 5th grade. I ran home. I was banging on the door. And my mom opened the door. I said, I went to poop. I went to bathroom on myself. And my mom just started laughing at me. I remember open the door. My mom thought somebody was coming to beat me up or whatever. And I remember I was 10 years old and I took a load on myself, and my mom was laughing at me, She didn't give me that motherly love. She sat down and opened the door looking down at me. And I just was standing there because, when you go to the bathroom on yourself, you can't move because it just smears it all up even more. So, and then the sad part about it is I pooped on myself and had to walk up the steps. We lived on the 2nd floor, and I had to walk up the stairs. I was walking up and it was smearing all. It was an ugly sight. But my mom was laughing at me. My mom was laughing at me. That's what it was. Shoot. It's just what it was. You know, I ain't mad at my mom today for laughing at me because I took a dump on myself. Well, we all did it, man. We all did it before. You know, these are facts. Dave chimed in. He said, I love big women, and I have one sit on my face." Damn. Damn. Dave said he like a big booty sitting on his face, and he like it. Oh man. This, you know, yeah, that's great. You know, I I, I like them too, but I like them when it's connected to a woman. The new perspective of them nowadays, after decades and decades of rap glorifying it, twerking, and now we just see it different. Like I was telling my lady, men don't get mad. Only 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 mama's boys get mad. Men are disappointed. It's a different perspective. I don't get mad. I'm disappointed. I'm not mad at Atia Bradley's daughter. I'm disappointed. And disappointed is a different type of see, mad is something you can get over. When you're disappointed, it cuts deep. It cuts different. I ain't gonna say deep, but it just cuts different. But the unfortunate is that society only know that word mad. Oh, you're mad. Oh, you're mad. No, I'm not mad. No, I'm not. I'm disappointed. And disappointment is just like I said, it's different. It's a different perspective. And what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to allow somebody to redefine um, when I speak and how I feel about things. I know what I'm mad at. I know what I'm mad at. I know what I'm angry about. I know what I'm disappointed about. I classify all my emotions. It's a reason why um, Dr. Banner, Dr. Banner, when he gets angry, he turns into the Hulk. He don't get mad. He gets angry. And if you think that this is a riddle or a guess or a coincidence of perspectives, what did Captain Rogers say to Dr. Banner in the Avengers? When Dr. Banner was walking towards the monster, he was like, "Oh, whoa, whoa, Dr. Banner, now's a really good time to get angry." He didn't say, "Now's the time to get mad." He said, "That's it, Captain. I'm always angry." And then he just turned around and turned into the Hulk. He said, "I'm always angry." Mike Tyson, do you think Mike Tyson was mad? No. See, anger is fuel. Mad is uncontrollable emotions. Anger, it's whether even if it's done for good or bad, anger is controlled. Mad is out of control. And if you want another example of this for those that are my age, what did Dr. Banner say in the TV show The Incredible Hulk? He said, "Mr. McGee, don't make me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry." Angry. Angry. So I know what I'm angry about. I know how to define each one of my emotions. What I get mad about, let me tell you what I get mad about. What I get mad about is bad customer service. I don't get angry about it. I get mad. It brings out an emotion in me. To sit down there and be dealing with somebody that's just straight dumb, I get mad about that. Like, why are you here? And when I get mad about something, it's never good. It's very insulting. I'm going to make you feel small. I'm good at that. Trust me when I tell you. If I can tell you an example about me one time when I got mad. Me and my friend is at Lowe's. He buys a double vanity. He signs for it. They goes and get it and said, "Oh, I'm sorry. The forklift driver is not here today." And he said, "Well, I signed for this." So I'm signing for it. You telling me I can't have it? They was working things out. All of a sudden, the store manager come. She's extremely ugly. She's about 6 feet tall. It's the reason why they got a tall, ugly woman there, because they know, as the store manager, they know they need somebody. They know they need a dog. They know they need a dog. All right, let's be clear. They know they need a dog. She comes there exhibiting full mean. I said, whoa. I said, they already decided. It was 3 supervisors. I said, they already decided what they was going to do. What are you here for? Well, I'm the store manager. I turned to my friend. I said, yo, man, why is it always the ugly ones that's the store managers? The 2 of them was like, I tore off into her. My friend went back to that store 2 weeks later. They said, where's your friend at? They said, I'm going to tell you right now, if you see that lady today, you wouldn't even recognize her. They said from that day on, she came in here looking like $1 million. Once again, I say things to you mentally. Now, I wasn't disappointed that she said I'm the store manager. I wasn't angry. I got mad. Okay? Let me tell you about a time when I got angry. When I'm angry, like I said, angry is inside of you. It's a fuel. When I constantly kept going to court for child support and custody, they was dealing with an angry individual. I just had my anger under control. So now let me tell you, disappointed. Disappointed, as I stated, I'm disappointed. I found myself, I'm only disappointed. My biggest disappointments in life are the women that I tried to love. That's it. I truly don't have any other disappointments on the roster. What's going on, Feel Good? What's going on, homie man? I have no other disappointments on record like I have with the women that I've tried to date. I have been disappointed many a times. So I know. Now, like I said, disappointments. I'm disappointed that my daughter decided, hey, I'm gonna invoke mommy's protocol. Mommy wants to screw you. Mommy don't like you. I'm gonna invoke mommy's protocol. She disappointed me. All right. Individual that I tried to, when I met this house, when I brought this house, I watched this individual 5 weeks, didn't say nothing to him. Didn't know that those guys was busting those nuts. Oh, didn't know that. Then I got the just, I was like, oh, wow. Now I'm disappointed. When I'm disappointed, I'm done with you. There's no coming back in. Let me tell you something. The road of disappointments is a one-off with me. I'm not going to back up. I'm not going to do a U-turn. I'm not going to, once I go down a road with you of disappointment, I'm not interested. My woman that I'm in a relationship now, she misses mistakes. She overcalibrates a lot of things. And I'll be like, it ain't that serious. I don't know why you think. I tell her she's the best woman I've ever had. She checks more boxes out of any woman that I've ever had, all women combined. I tell her these things. And when we have fallouts or we have little disagreements, she goes full throttle with the, oh, I'm like, I don't know why you went all the way over there with it. But we have excellent recovery time. We have that. I've never had a recovery time with a woman like I have with her. And that is because she's not like any woman that I've ever dated. They get mad and they want to just have mad part 1. The first mad is the part 1. Then they want to have part 2. Then they want to have part 3. Then they want to do the mad dance. And it's like, dag, baby, you stacking mad. And it's like, dag, you just, I've never had a woman that can get past it. Gotta, and I need that. So that's it. I understand the different levels of my emotions. And I think that sometimes when I speak, a lot of you guys listen to me and you be like, yeah, I never looked at it like that before. Mad, angry, disappointed. Listen, the more successful you are, the least likely you are to have to exhibit angry, the less likely you get mad at things. The more successful you are, you just get disappointed by things. The reason why you get disappointed by things, because you're navigating yourself through life on a happy median. Yeah. You're navigating yourself through life and and you're navigating yourself through life. Oh, you're navigating yourself through life, and it's like, well, I got happy in the bag, so I'm good. Um, there's a lot of people in life, unfortunately, they're not generating a lot of happy in their life. They just like got disappointed on. They got mad, angry, and disappointment on standby, and the things that they're disappointed about. Yeah, I met a chick with 5 kids by 5 different dudes. When I met her, she was dealing with 5 dudes. I told her to clean house, and no, no. And then I got into a relationship with her, and now I found her phone, and she got a burner phone, and she's still talking to 50 guys. Dang, really? I met women on the women's side, disappointment. Oh, I met a dude. He was a bum. He had just got out of jail, was a bum. I took him in. I tried to rehab him, and he screwed my best friend. After all I did to him, after all I did for him, now I'm disappointed. Oh, yeah, that's normally how that works. Yeah, that's normally how that works. But oh, I got to thank individuals once again. I got to thank Jimmy McDonald for that $25 contribution via my Cash App. And I got to thank Sean G for that $10 contribution. I'm sending Jimmy a copy of my book, When Dads Cry. Sending him a copy of the book. He'll get a copy of the book. My upcoming topics I'm going to do, being single. Being single requires discipline. It does. It does. What you heard, being single requires discipline. This is why a lot of you will get excuses as to why individuals are being creamy beard collectors, or a lot of dudes are being players, because being single requires discipline. You know, when a person has morals and they execute their morals and they have discipline and they're not out giving men for that, mean like you know, I'm not a I'm not a creamy beard giver. I'm not a creamy beard giver. I'm not out giving creamy beards under some perspective of I'm getting mine. I'm only interested in one woman, and I'm always interested in only one woman at a time. This will never change. I'm not going to get the urge to say, well, I need to release, and I need to, and well, a brother is lonely. You know what I mean? A brother be getting lonely. No, no. So I'm actually got something coming up on being single requires discipline. And when you have discipline, this is the reason why it's hard. It always was hard for me to interact and hard for me to keep a lady in my life, because my discipline runs deep. And then I'm gonna do a show on smashing watermelons. I heard about there's this individual that was in the NFL that was smashing watermelons, and the black guys were okay with that. The black guys were okay with smashing watermelons. Just give me a second. People, why do black people get so offended by everything done to us from the outside? But everybody got a logical excuse for things that are happening to us on the inside. Well, you got to understand the reason why he went to jail is because he was trying to feed his kids. We got to understand that. We got to understand that the reason why he did that is because this. We got to understand. No, we don't. He's a bum. No, we don't. Oh, you got to understand why a sister is getting multiple creamy beards by a creamy. You got to understand a sister get lonely. No, her Section 8 sauce depository, it wants business. She turned her stuff into a Section 8 depository. You're not going to tell me that there's an excuse why an individual don't want to get married, but is dealing with multiple creamy beards, load shooters. Always have her face right in the middle of a load discharge. Every time a load is about to be discharged, her face just happened to be there. You're not going to tell me that that's No, black people, we got issues. We got issues. So I'm gonna talk about that. Smashing watermelons. So we're gonna talk about that. I got those coming up. So just look out for that. Feel Good is laughing. I have no idea what he's laughing at. I don't know why y'all be laughing at me. I really don't. Excuse me. I got a running nose. Yeah. One for home and one for the studio. I got Eric Green in here. He says, "What's up? What's going on, homie, man? Listen, y'all, I'm going to be here every morning at 10 a.m. and every night at 9 p.m. So you ain't got to wait for a notification. I'm going to be here every morning at 10 a.m. and 9 p.m. That's what I'm going to do every morning at 10 a.m. and 9. Oh, Sweat, Elise. E. Taylor's up in this mug. He said they get the hydraulic leak special in this. Yo, I like that. The hydraulic leak special. Whoa, 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 whoa. I like that. The hydraulic leak special. Good morning, gentlemen, humans. Glad you guys will be here. Like I said, I'm going to be here every morning at 10 a.m. So I got 8 minutes left, 10 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I really didn't have nothing in the tank when I started this thing this morning because I had this topic behind me after yesterday. I did a show last night at 9 and it got taken down. But that's all. It's all good. It really is. It's all good. I've grown accustomed to disappointment. So I asked the question that I ask: if a woman is getting multiple creamy beards, is she a lifelong creamy beardian? Now, a creamy beardian is a woman that loves the creamy beards. Every time a man start vibrating, every time a man say, I'm about to come, her face is right there. As a matter of fact, while she's gobbling his sausage head, she's rubbing his balls so that the Section 8 sauce can hurry up and deploy. Hey, man, what are you going to do? Hey, listen, y'all, share my videos, man. You know, stop playing. I truly think that I truly think that everybody out there need to hear what I be gurgitating. People need to hear it. We got 6 minutes left. Everybody need to hear what I'm saying. And you know, if I can close it up by saying this, people, I'm just go. I'm gonna end it with this. I'm proud of who I am. Proud of what I accomplished. I don't know what you guys' perspective is for the new year that's coming up. My perspective for the new year that's coming up is to activate my CDL license. People that had my CDL license for 5 years and didn't do anything with them. What I learned this year is that after selling League Legal last year this time, after getting rid of League Legal last year, I realized that the reason why I got rid of League Legal is that I have a hard time dealing with individuals. That's where a lot of my disappointments live. If you remember, I talked about disappointments earlier. If I can give you a brief tutorial on what I spoke about, anger is always controlled. Mad is reckless. Disappointment is just you assumed something and you got a closer look and it was nothing like you thought it was going to be. So disappointment yield this ugly head. So I am happy about who I am and what I accomplished this year. My dog left me. I'm just happy that I owned a home and she's right out in the backyard. You know, she's right out back. She's in the backyard. People, I have individuals that I stopped being friends with this year. If I run into them and they say, "Hey, how's Diamond?" She's home. She's good. Yeah, nice seeing you, bro. Take care. Um, you know, I feel as though I brought her home and I feel like I'm complete. I feel like, I've lived down here in Virginia for 7 years now. I moved 5 times. And I feel complete. I feel like I can, I'm ending this year in a very, very good relationship. And that is a real good platform to start off 2021. I would ask you guys, I will plead with you guys, get the drama out of your life. Get the drama out of your life. It's not worth it. It's not. People, I've owned this house for March, April. Wow, 9 months. I've owned this house for 9 months. 2 women came inside this house. The 2 women that came inside this house said, "Wow, you got a nice house." You know why they said I got a nice house? Not because of the house. It's the aura my house give off when you come here. My house is real cozy. The features of the house is not what they're talking about. This house have beautiful features. House was built in 1935. Whoever owned it, they redid the house. I lived in this house 6 weeks before I figured out where the garbage disposal button was. I'm like, that's the garbage disposal button? I thought it was a little spacer because the faucet is just the one arm thing control. Nonetheless, they come in here and it's a homely feel. You come in here and you're like, I can spend the night here. It's beautiful, quiet. I have a beautiful backyard. The setup is just nice. That's not an accident. It's not. It's not an accident. I'm not gonna invite negativity in my life. The other individual that came here, besides the voluptuous and beautiful Miss She Cakes, I had to tell that individual, "It was nice talking to you. I'm no longer interested." Why? Because that individual, I don't know, was it something I said, but that individual thought that, oh, now I can execute my negativity. No, you can't. No, you can't. Zero negativity forever. I'm zero nigga. I say this all the time. My house, zero nigga. My lifestyle, zero nigga. My friend is telling me, yo, man, put 20s on that 850. Yo, man, I'm telling you, man, put 20s on that 7 Series. I'm not putting nigga rims on my car. The highest I go is 18s, and that's it. My 6 Series, 18s. The 7 Series, 18s. I'm not going 20s. When you go bigger rims, you lose size. I'm for size. I want width. I'm not for the size of the tire. Oh, I'm rocking 20s on my shit. No, I want 18s, and I want I want a 285. I want my back tire to be at minimum a 275 on the back. And at minimum on the front, a 245. When you go 20s, you're going probably 235s or 245s at the widest. Another story. Didn't mean to go left on y'all. My bad. But I'm zero, nigga. That's it. I have a great life. And I'm not interested in nothing else. I promise you guys, I'm not. I'm just not interested in nothing else. Very well said. Error. Try again. Feel Good Music said that nigga mentality is a curse to the fool. Very well said. I was trying to find another way. When I thought about it, I was going to try to put a flip on it. Nope. That's exactly right. There's a lot of individuals out there that's meeting women. When you meet women that got a big booty, they love that hip hop life. You know why they love that hip hop life? Because that's where a lot of their attention reside. That's what Crystal L. Holman showed me. Crystal L. Holman showed me that the reason why you meet these individuals, they're going to be in their arena that gives them the most attention. But that's another story for another day. I'll see you guys tonight at 9 Eastern Standard Time. Later, y'all.